Hello and welcome to Runescape. So today was the release of the new quest, One of a Kind. The new quest involving the Dragonkin and Dragon Riders and a bunch of lore. So it's going to be quite a lore heavy quest. It's a Grandmaster quest, and it's been delayed by a few weeks, so hopefully it will be all polished and good. So as you'll see, the minimap has changed and they've updated a lot of the icons. That's the first thing I noticed when logging into the game. Some of these things can be turned off, I think, when you go into the options on the main map. So to begin the quest, you go into downstairs of the Varrock Museum, and you go and speak to Mr. Mordort, the dragon who used to do the distraction thing. He's underneath the staircase in the door with the green square on it. So you speak to Mr. Mordort and ask him about One of a Kind. So this quest has quite high requirements. The level requirements are 40 Divination, 67 Dungeoneering, 81 Magic, and 74 Summoning. There's also a bunch of quests that you need to have done. King's Ransom quest, Missing Presumed Death, Tale of Two Cats, and The World Wakes. You'll need to fight some quite high level monsters, up to level 190, so you'll need some decent combat gear. And the items that you'll need an emerald. A cut emerald, not an uncut emerald. So after speaking to Mr. Mordort, he'll tell you about his concern for the Dragon Riders, and that he's been looking into them. So you mention about Robert the Strong, who is also known as Bob the Cat, and see if he can go and help you. So it gives you a couple of journal pages. So the next thing you need to go and do is find Bob the Cat. So this is where you need a Tale of Two Cats, and you need your cat speak amulet. It's good to have it enchanted so that you can actually find Bob. After an update, he is near Berthorpe, but he has a massive walk radius, so it could be quite far away. After finding Bob the Cat, you ask him about where the hidden library is, and he'll tell you that he doesn't actually know. But he says that his owner might know, so you need to go to his owner's house, which is in top of Berthorpe, quite easy to find. When speaking to his owner, you ask to go and search his house for this hidden entrance. Search by just everything, and somehow everything will break. After everything is broken, he'll say, "Now you expect me to remove the carpet." So remove the carpet, and underneath will be a trapdoor. Head down into the trapdoor, and you have found the secret library. In the secret library, you'll need to go and search a bunch of things. So start off by searching the desk in the middle, and this will give you a riddle, which you need to go and solve. And then this is where you'll need your emerald, because that's one of the answers. And the other answer to the riddle is rust. So you're to make an animated rock scroll to go and turn that statue into a dragon rider. To get the rust, you search the weapons rack near the entrance, near the staircase up, and that will give you a bottle of rust. You then use that on the desk, and you'll get an animated rock scroll. You then use this on the statue. After using it on the statue, he'll ask to get you more clues to try and help him find a way home, or what you could go and do about it. Search the remaining scrolls, bookcases and such, and the map to go and find clues and to get a book which will translate Dragonkin into English. After you've done that, you'll need to go and check the first clue. So check the book, and the first clue will be on the first page, and you can see that it says Friendly Dungeon. So you need to go into the wilderness and go and speak to the green dragons in Friendly Dungeon. Since this is in the wilderness, you will not want to take any items with you, in case you get killed, because other people can kill you. Although, for the specific dialogue, you will be in a safe instanced area, so it won't be too bad. So once you get to the green dragons, you'll go into a sort of cutscene type thing where Anubis will speak to the green dragon. And after speaking to the green dragon, it will reveal some more dragonkin text, which will appear on a rock to the southeast of the dragons in part of that cave. So after you read this, this will give you the next clue, which will take you to the next area. The next lot of dragons it tells you to go to is the Brimhaven dungeon. This bit you will speak to a steel dragon. Well, Hannibus will speak to a steel dragon, and you need to protect Hannibus while he speaks to the steel dragon by killing 3 iron dragons. So for this bit you'll need a bit of combat gear. So they're not too hard, they don't do much damage, but you will need anti-dragon fire to go and help. So after you've killed the 3 iron dragons, you're going to get the next clue. Well, you'll get more writing appearing on the wall. This writing appears on a pillar behind the hidden resource dungeon for the dungeoneering. So you go and read the text and you'll get the next clue. The third clue mentions Black Dragon lots of times. This is referring to the Queen Black Dragon. So you have to go to the cave near Port Sarim and speak to the Queen Black Dragon. You'll not need to fight in this particular bit, so it's completely safe. When you go down there, you want to go and investigate the entrance, and then it will give you the prompt to do one of a kind. After this, you've got to go and ask about the dragonkin, and then there will be a bit of dialogue saying what happens. And Hannibus speaks to Queen Black Dragon in a dream, so Hannibus gets told the next clue, so there's no more text hidden. The next clue tells you to go to Dragontooth Island, so this is the bit near Port Vastamus, where you go and get the little boat. The quickest way to get here is using an ectofile, or you can get some other sort of teleport to Canopus and run across, or get a charter ship. Once you get to Dragontooth Isle, a new mysterious dungeon with the dungeoneering entrances will have appeared on the south part of the island. Head into here and it will take you to the Celestial Dragons. Celestial Dragons are quite nice. They're all sparkly. These are unlocked at the end as part of the reward for the quest. This bit you'll also need combat and you'll need Dragonfire. They're quite tough and they have a lot of health. You're not to kill the dragon, but you are to go and fight it constantly. So you'll be taking quite a lot of damage, so you may want food. After having fights with it, eventually there'll be a progress bar, which when it reaches maximum, the dragon will be calm, and you'll finally understand what's happening. The next part of the quest is to go and investigate the mysterious statues, which Robert Strong talks about. There are 4 statues which you can go and find, and you only need to rotate 3 of them, or animate 3 of them. So you'll need your animate rock scroll again, and then you use this on the statues. The statues are located in the Sears Village, Brimhaven, near the dungeon again. There's also south of the Fishing Guild, and finally there is one located near the Tower of Life. The three heads triangulate to point towards Intrana. So head to the northwest of the island, where all the interesting things seem to happen on Intrana, and there will be a submerged head. Again, use the animate rock scroll on this head, and you'll have a conversation with it. It'll tell you that the Dragonkin are bad and not to be trusted, but so you just take the warning. It also tells you about that the only other people other than the Dragonkin to be able to transfer between worlds, there is only one other person, and he doesn't know who they are, but he knows someone who is, and that person is the King Black Dragon. So your next part is to go and visit the King Black Dragon. For the next part, you'll need to gear up, take decent combat gear. However, you'll also be in the wilderness for a short period of time. Make sure to bring everything with you to begin with. You'll need, doesn't matter what combat gear you bring, but you'll need some decent, because this is where you'll fight the level 190. You'll also fight a couple of other creatures, like 3 other creatures at the same time, each using various combat types. If you end up leaving this area, you'll have to travel there by foot from then on, and it's all the way up at the top of the wilderness, so you are very likely to be PK'd. So make sure you get this done first time. You will still be in the wilderness for a short period of time, where you have to click the resource dungeon straight away, otherwise you can be PK'd. This is particularly interesting on day of release, as there are a lot of PKs there, so it's caused great annoyance. I think this is a slight oversight by Jagex, as bad enough being in the wilderness for a split second, but then to then not have a quick way back is a real pain. So just a warning, you really need to make this first time. So the King Black Dragon tells you about the White Dragon, and tells you how to get there. You travel there and you speak to the White Dragon. However, you get followed, and you'll have to fight 3 hunters. One's a range, one's a mage, and one's a melee. You'll need to go and kill all 3 of them, and then after that you'll escape. And you fly on the dragon's back, which is a cool sort of thing which I've never seen before in Runescape, and it's quite cool. However, you then get shot down by a mysterious fireball and crash into Demonheim. When you wake up, you find that you've been saved by a Dragonkin who has tried to save your friend Hannibus and the White Dragon. However, to go and fully revive Hannibus and to save his life, you must then do a favour for the Dragonkin, which is to go and calm the fellow Dragonkin. This Dragonkin is the Dragonkin you encountered in Missing Presumed Death, where it got put in a cage by Sliske. You are to go and calm him by using your divination skills and converting energies. You must collect 25 of these energies and then put them into the cage. This will then take you to an area like in the World Wakes, where there's Gothics, dead Gothics, and you'll fight an Echo of Jazz, which is tormenting the Dragonkin. This is level 190 with no specific weaknesses. However, it does use a range of abilities. There will also be little false users which appear, so this is Saradomin, one the Majorat, and also Zamorak. Kill these, otherwise they will deal quite a lot of damage to you. You'll need food and decent combat gear to go and fight this. However, it doesn't do that much damage, the fight just lasts quite a while as you don't hit very often. After this, the Dragonkin will be calmed, and you will then be given the option to go outside, or you can carry on exploring a bit and learn more lore. Once outside, you'll find that the white dragon has returned, who has been to visit the world where the dragon riders came from, and has found a grandson of Hannibus, who tells them that they're all still dying. You'll then be given the choice of to let the dragonkin die off, or to try and do what the dragonkin thinks might be possible, and there might be a way to go and save them. So you get given this option. This option will be used in later quests, but for the moment we don't know what it does. I'm guessing the dragonkin will lead you to find out more about the dragonkin, whereas the other one would find you more about the dragon riders. But that's just my guess at the moment. Once you've made your choice, that's the end of the quest, and you'll be given your quest rewards. And that's the end of the quest. So, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.